Hello, we're back and it's time for electrics. Like many of you, electrics is part of the conversion that I knew nothing about. As a result, I didn't try to wing it. I didn't spend hours picking different components on which I know very little. And I bought a full conversion kit from Reina Automotive. I'll put a link up in the description to this, and I can't rate it highly enough. It comes with a diagram on what cable should be attached to where and what order, safety tips, and it made the process very, very easy. Everything came pre-wired and it was simple to put together. You can follow this video, see how I did it, but check it out in the link below and see if it's something that could benefit you.
And it's wires, more wires in there as well.
So this is one end of my split charge relay, and I'm going to put this up around and into our starter battery, but I won't connect that until the end. And then it goes all the way through into this hole and out into the back under the sofa where the main electrics are. And here you can see at the back wheel arch here, this is under our sofa. The other end of the split charge relay coming out, there's the little box, voltage sensitive, so when there's an excess of voltage to the starter battery, it's getting sent down here to be utilised. And this is our first source of charge for the leisure battery through that. You can see the earth plugged up, but I've not actually connected that positive yet. I'm not going to do connecting anything to the battery, I don't think, until it's been checked over by an electrician. So I've cut myself a little board for all my electrics to screw down onto, and after the split charge relay I'm onto the inverter. Simple enough, screw in, and now I'm just connecting the negative and positive wires along there and plug that up into the battery. Okay, now that the inverter's in, I've done the same kind of thing with the smart charger and the fuse box. Put them down onto the my little electrical board and wired them into the battery. The great thing about this kit, every wire is labelled as to where you need to be putting it. Perfect for someone who's not totally clued in, such as myself. So yeah, coming along. So next up is to install the control panel and these plug sockets. These plug sockets, just put a screw through the back and then screw on the front. I'm yet to wire them, but the control panel, cut out a hole and just a little bit of glue around the edges of these. We'll put that in, and out the back of the control panel you can see all my wiring looms that have been pre-wired by Reina Automotive. There's my lights with little connectors which I'll just plug into the back of the actual lights. So that's nice and easy. And as well as that, we have some other wiring looms which you can see with a fuse box for water pump and tap eventually. So yeah, get this glued on. Okay, now I've wired my mains inlet, which will be inserted into the side of the van a little bit later, and that goes to this consumer unit that comes pre-wired. From there we have an earth cable going up, and on the other side, 1 to double socket down there, and the other out to a single socket. And plugged into our single socket is the battery charger, so that when we get the mains in, it also does the work of recharging the battery as well as allowing us 230 power to the socket. And that was put in by the same guy who put in our window. So we've got our solar panel here, and in order to help us mount that to the van, we've got a little bracket. Stage 1 is to mount the bracket to the panel. Put down some adhesive glue under there, each leg, and now we're going to drill them in as well. So you can see the little cable running from up in the ceiling through the roof, and it comes down the back of that unit, and it's a little red and black cable you can see running there into our solar charge controller, which I've mounted. That then goes onto the battery, and the cable I bought from that has a little fuse on it, allowing us to fuse that cable to the battery. So we're back from our first trip in the van, 4 weeks in Scotland, incredible time, recommend it highly. Maybe not in July and August when there's a lot of other people. We went in June and it was just brilliant. We didn't have to plug in once to electric power. Big part of the reason for that is the solar panel and the battery, which holds charge really well. Both of those we got from Alpha Batteries. The solar panel's a 150 watt Explorer panel, and the battery a Banner Energy Bull. You can read reviews on both of those, very highly rated, and I think not necessarily the entry level cheapest product, but you make your money back so quickly by not having to stay at campsites and plug in. So check those out, great products, and yeah, altogether chuffed with the electrics, how it's all worked out, and the convenience and ease it's brought. Saves loads of money on campsites. There's really no need for us to be checking in there.